I was told by my Sifu Lao Shilong, at that time in Thailand, each of the elders tried to offer something of his best into the system so that they will become standard syllabus. And then while Grandmaster Tang Yek offered the Weng Chun or the Sab Yat Sao, because there were 11 sets, Sab Yat means 11 different sets in a form. And Grandmaster Lord Chu Wun offered Sam Bai Fan, or the 3 praises to the Buddha. And Grandmaster Chu offered the Zhong Kun, the dummy fist form. Okay, so I've learned all that, and then, but then afterwards, after some years, Grandmaster Chu went on his own, and each of the Grandmasters went on their own, and Grandmaster Lord Chu Wun went on his own to teach in a place in an area in To Kwa Wan in Kowloon. He made a living as a Chinese herbal medical doctor, while Grandmaster Chu also practiced herbal medicine in Yau Ma Te area, and Grandmaster Tang Yek was teaching some private students. Okay, so after that, Grandmaster Chu, when teaching his own students from that day on, he also taught them the Floral Fist series, which gives us an impression that the Floral Fist series comes from Shaolin, but it's a different style altogether, because it started with wider movements. It consists of 3 forms. The first one is called the Peng Kun. I did also. The second one is called the Fat Kun, and the third one is called the Mui Fa Bat Hua. And only after that, Grandmaster Chu would teach the last set, the last bare hand set before the wooden dummies, which is the Zhong Kun. And then he also taught 2 sets of pole techniques. One is a long pole, which is the 6.5 pounds long pole, which is quite famous for our style. And then he also taught another set of staff techniques, which is shorter, and you can use both ends. And then my last Sifu in Shaolin Wing Chun, Master Chen Ming Yu, also showed it to us, but we didn't have time to learn all this. So, but suffice to say, most of us who learned from Grandmaster Chu or Grandmaster Chen Ming Yu, we did the Floral Fist series, we did the Zhong Kun, we did the dummy set techniques and the long pole techniques. Okay, now, before coming to or entering the door of Shaolin Wing Chun, I had more than 10 years of experience learning Chinese martial arts. I started when I was a teenager, like 14, 15, first with Choi Li Fat, which is a southern style of martial arts. Started with very wide movements, very agile. And then after maybe a year or 2, I changed to another style called Lama. Lama is said to have descended from Tibet, so from the northwestern part of China, and it's even wider, longer movements, and I did that for less than a year. Then I did like 3 years in Park Mei, or white eyebrow style. I spent a lot of time and hard work on it, training in basics. And then there came one day that I met Sifu Lao Shilong, my first teacher in Shaolin Wing Chun. At that time, he was making his living as a driving instructor. So he taught some of our family members how to drive. Then I found out that he was teaching on the side some private students Shaolin Wing Chun. Nothing official. So one day he took me to one of his places where he taught some private students. He taught the whole family, including a sister, 2 brothers, and then there was my Siheng, who became my Siheng. His name was Sat Kai Lam. He was a few years younger than I was, and he performed a set of wooden dummy techniques to me, and I was very impressed. So I asked Sifu Lao whether he would take me as a student. So that was more than 35 years ago. So I learned from Sifu Lao for some years. I learned about Grandmaster Chu Chung Man. I went to visit him with a couple of classmates. He was in Hong Kong, and he had done some private students after he left Thai Thailand in a place called Weng Chun Mahjong School. You see, in Hong Kong at that time, they were not allowed to play Mahjong officially, so they had to establish some schools where they call schools, and people go in there and play Mahjong. And then the owner of that place, the Mahjong place, was the same last name Siu. His name was Siu Sap Long. And he used to learn Choi Lei Fat before from a famous master in Choi Lei Fat called Choi Zhang. And then he invited Grandmaster Chu to teach Shaolin Wing Chun there. So my Sifu later became my Sifu. Master Chen Wing Yu was learning first in Thai Thailand. Then he followed Grandmaster Chu to Wing Chun Mahjong School to learn. And then afterwards they stopped because of various reasons. So at that time when I met Grandmaster Chu Chung Man, he was in his 70s, and he said, well, I don't have a place to teach now, but come visit me from time to time, see if we can do something. So after a year, I went back to him again. Now this time he said, look, I've got a place now. It's on the rooftop of where I live. He lived on the 5th floor of an old building, and then on the rooftop there was empty space. So he started a relatively small class to teach all of us. So at that time, he didn't do all of the teaching because of his age, but he would sit and watch and give his advice and design a course syllabus. He designed many apparatus, equipments for us to train, and he would comment on our techniques and skills regularly. And the instructor at that time was actually my last Sifu in Shaolin Wing Chun, Master Chen Wing Yu.